All right, half a day, everybody, and welcome to Fiesta Friday. I'm Jason Salas. Thank you so much for sticking with us because we have a jam-packed show tonight. We are going to tell you how to have a wonderful staycation, so we'll send you back out to the Lido Palace once again. And we're going to tell you how to have a wonderful golf tournament, courtesy of the Women's Chamber of Commerce, so stay tuned for that. But first, we are going to talk to some friends in uniform now about the Army Ball. I have a couple of Chief Warrant Officers here, Bernard Aguon and Steve Pangelinan. Gentlemen, half a day.
Half a day.
Thanks, right. Thanks for having us tonight.
All right, and of course, Memorial Day just passed, so, and we say this all the time, but, we mean it with all sincerity. Thank you both for your service to our island and to our country. And, we can't say that enough, so thank you very much.
We appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, and fittingly and apropos, the Army Ball is coming up, which recognizes the commitment of, millions of Americans and their families over the years, specifically the servicemen and women, in their dedication to preserving freedom. And, this is a night when we celebrate decades and legions and how the Army has grown and progressed and everything has changed. So what makes this year's Army Ball so significant?
Well, this year we celebrate 239 years of existence. So I know that that says a lot about us. We kind of look good at 239 years. That's what a lot of people say. But so we're really celebrating what you just mentioned, a lot of the remembering our fallen, and then celebrating the future of the Army as well. The past, present, and future. And so 239 years of existence, it's a major accomplishment. And we're looking at having a fabulous show. We try and top it off with something new every year. And this year we have a special treat. We're going to try and highlight the Army Parade of uniforms. And so from the colonial days on up to present. And so we're looking at a good show.
Now I want to ask, as a civilian, of course, like I'm the biggest ignoramus in the room right now, but Chief Pangelinan, can you tell us, for those of people that do not know, the new style of the Army's camouflage, it looks as like a pixelated picture and everything like that, and that has changed, of course, since like the 80s and 90s when you had the traditional camouflage pattern and everything. What is the real reason for that? There's a tactical application, of course.
Yes, actually, of course, the acronym for this is the ACU, or Army Combat Uniform. And then, of course, when we do deploy out to like Afghanistan and other campaigns around the world, we usually use the multicams, and that uniform's kind of like similar to the BDUs. You see more green as versus a little bit darker green, which blends in with the vegetation. However, this one here is more like a digital. It's more like an urban type uniform here. So yes, we have transitioned into many uniforms dating back as far back as 1775, and from the British to the colonial period. We've even used the solid greens, and then we went to the BDU. So there's several uniforms, and we try to, of course, become as we become more technological, we start to advance in the uniforms itself. And
that's very fitting because, the Army and all the branches of service in the United States, I mean, they always stay on the cutting edge of technology, and they're always evolving, human resources techniques and, recruiting efforts and, even things with, the MREs and, finding more nutritious ways to keep, soldiers fit out in the field. And yet the Army's fundamentals always stay to those core principles and everything. So, Chief Aguon, tell us, what are the core principles of the Army that have not changed, since the very first, like militia all the way up until now, today's soldier?
Well, we like to define it as our Army values, and defined as leadership, respect, duty, courage, selfless service, and honor, integrity. Those personal courage, those attributes really define the Army soldier, and that's what you see in soldiers of all ranks, from enlisted soldiers to officers. And if there's one thing that would define, an Army soldier, it's the Army values that you see in all.
Now talk Chief Pangelinan, because I remember when we're doing various interviews with military personnel, they say, you can have as many stars on your shoulders, or you can have a leaf, or you can be a full bird colonel, but you still get a certain amount of respect based on the number of,
there's the years in service.
Yeah, the service that actually go on your wrist and everything, and that is a very respected thing whenever you see people.
Yeah, and then of course there's overseas service bars, which is it basically shows how many years or actually months that you've been deployed overseas. So usually the bars that your bars would be combat would be on your right, and your for enlisted, the service years would be on their left. So.
All right, very good. So where is the Army Ball going to be and when is it?
Well, the Army Ball this year will be at the Sheraton Laguna Resort in Tumon on June 14th, which is the Army birthday. And so it's Saturday. Doors can open at, we say 1700. That's 5 p.m. for civilians. But
minus 12.
Minus 12, right? Yeah. Minus 12
2.
you add 2, right? But and we're going to begin with the cocktail hour for about 45 minutes. Our Army band, the 721st Army Band, is going to put on some great cocktail music, and they're also going to play all the ceremonial stuff. But we're going to start the official program around 6 p.m., and it's going to take us into the night. We'll be there all night down in Tumon, and we want to encourage just the community at large. This event is for Army personnel, active, reserve, guard, retirees, the veterans, the DOD civilians, Army family and friends, but we want to extend it to the community at large and let them know that we appreciate their support for all that the island's done for us, and we want to have everyone come out and just have a good time with us,
All right.
Celebrate on a different level, and it's going to be fun.
All right, well, gentlemen, thanks for the information, and thank you once again for your dedication to our country.
Thank you. Thanks, Jason.
All right, stay tuned because Fiesta Friday continues. More coming up after this.